Hey, thanks for joining us and welcome to Dollars and Cents. I'm your host, Heather Sullivan. We've been rounding up the best consumer reporting from Fox stations across the country, all to help you save money and to make some really smart money moves. Today, we have rounded up the best deals from grocery stores on Thanksgiving dinner to help you carve out some big savings. No idea what to give people for the holidays without breaking the bank? Well, we've got it wrapped up for you in the Fox Holiday Gift Guide, chock full of creative ideas. It is open enrollment time for your healthcare plan, how an HSA and an FSA can help you save a lot of money, and what all those letters actually stand for. And are you tired of companies bombarding you with ads from products that you just looked at online? Feel like you're being stalked? Well, you are. So Consumer Reports has a new free app to help you stop companies from tracking and selling your consumer data. All right, we know the holiday spending season is well underway. Are you feeling it already? I know I am. But don't worry, we have you covered with some tips to help tame it. But first, let me ask you, are you a spender or a saver? And how happy do you feel about it? Well, a recent survey of 2,000 shoppers by Citizens Pay found 56% consider themselves to be spenders, and only 1/3 were savers. And spenders were found to be happier with their lives, while savers felt wiser. Spenders say that they are more content with their relationships, in their work life, in their personal life, while savers feel more secure in their financial life. The savers obviously spend less on non-essential purchases and they focus more on investing for retirement. Their non-essential spending is $350 a month for savers and it's $621 a month for spenders. That's a difference of nearly $300 a month. So I guess we all need to find a little balance of both, right? All right, let's tackle some Thanksgiving spending because though the price of turkeys are down, they're down 13% from last year. We're very thankful for that. But the side dishes are going to cost you more. According to the Wells Fargo Agri-Food Institute, canned cranberries cost 60% more this year. Canned green beans are up 9%. Canned pumpkins are up 30%. Russet potatoes, the potatoes that you like so much, those are at an all-time high of $1.17 a pound. That's up 14% from last year. And fresh fruits and vegetables are up 1 to 2%. So I've been rounding up some deals that might help you save on this big meal. So first, how about a Thanksgiving dinner for under $25? Think it can't be done? Target says it can. They say you can feed a family of 4 on less than $25. The retail giant says it's curating a budget-friendly meal on its website, suggesting low-priced items like a basted young turkey, Heinz canned turkey gravy, a bag of russet potatoes, Campbell's cream and mushroom soup, canned green beans, ocean spray cranberry sauce, and of course, stovetop stuffing. That meal comes out to $21.79. I'm going to get it and take a look at it. I'll let you know how it goes. Now, both Aldi and Walmart say they are cutting prices for Thanksgiving and Christmas groceries. Aldi says that it has slashed prices on more than 70 items around the store by up to 50%. And that includes the gravy, the potatoes, green beans, cranberries, and the pumpkin pie. And Walmart has announced it is removing inflation, offering Thanksgiving meals at lower prices than it did in 2022. Walmart offers 2 options. One, you cook yourself, and one that is ready to bake, including turkey under $1 a pound, ham, stuffing, and pumpkin pie. Both stores say they will offer these deals all the way through Christmas as well. And how about this idea? Pizza maker DiGiorno has a new holiday pie that is taking Thanksgiving leftovers to the extreme. This Detroit-style pizza has turkey, gravy, sweet potatoes, green beans, cranberries, cheese, and crispy onion toppings. And judging by the response that it's received so far, people seem to be optimistic about the taste. The pizzas are not sold in stores. You do have to order them online, but each one costs about $11. Now, I come from a family that would try different things, so my family would probably be open to trying that out one year. If you try it, let me know how it goes. Okay, where do you stand on this? Is it time for Christmas decorations or is it too early? I think I'm going early this year. Southern Living magazine claims the earliest acceptable date to set up your Christmas tree is Black Friday. That way the tree doesn't steal the show at Thanksgiving. But if you're not hosting for Turkey Day, is it okay to start decorating now? Let us know what you think. All right, despite all the high prices that we are facing, holiday spending is still expected to be even higher this year. The National Retail Federation projects that sales in November and December will rise by 3 to 4% over last year. That means that sales could be between $957 billion and $966 billion, and that is the highest level on record. And by the way, the National Retail Federation says that nearly 40% of shoppers are already picking up holiday gifts earlier this year, taking advantage of all of the early Black Friday sales. Hope you've been getting out there as well. But it's not only hard to stay on budget during the holiday season. We know it can also be hard just to figure out what to get people. That's one of my big challenges. So thank goodness for Steve Noviello at our Fox station in Dallas. He's kicking off his annual Fox Holiday Gift Guide with some ideas from small businesses.
Our search starts back in August to bring you the best and most unique ideas for gift giving for the holiday season. My favorite category probably is small businesses. These folks don't have a huge PR budget to get the word out to you, so we take on the task ourselves. Starting with this local artist to Dallas, Jennifer Lashbrook. Take a close look and you'll see her medium is actually paint chips, like the kind from the paint store, right? Each one is hand placed to create a mosaic that when viewed up close is just a bunch of boxes of color, but take a step back and their true beauty is revealed. Prices start at $40 for prints. Even if you can't make the investment of an original, she does a textured print also to create the feel and look of a one-of-a-kind piece. Speaking of art, how about some edible art? These, believe it or not, are chocolate-covered cherries. They are from a company called the Cherry Cordial. We taste tested back in August and thought these are going on the list immediately. They are so delicious. My grandma used to serve chocolate covered cherries at Christmas, but these take it to a whole new level. Each one is stunningly hand decorated. You can choose from a variety of themes. They do truffles, they do other desserts, they ship to the US and Canada, and yes, they taste just as great as they are beautiful. Back out here, these are wooden snowflakes from a company called Augusta Training Shop. Probably my favorite item on the table because of the message behind them. Augusta Training Shop employs adults with all kinds of disabilities and special needs and allows them to have a full-time job and take home a paycheck that they can be proud of. These are handmade wooden snowflakes, and just like the artisans who create them, no two are exactly alike. It takes about 5 people to make each one of them to make sure that they're packed and shipped correctly as well. This is a not-for-profit with no federal funding at all. Back down here, this is a company called Mabel's Labels. I love the premise behind this invention. Find something in your day which annoys you and fix it because it probably annoys somebody else. That was the philosophy of the company founder, Julie Cole. This recovering lawyer couldn't find machine washable, microwavable, dishwasher safe, waterproof, personalized labels for her kids, so she created a company which makes them. From tags to stick-ons, you will never reach for a Sharpie again. I especially love the silicone bands here that you can put on things like water bottles, baby bottles, sippy cups at daycare. Really cool stuff. And finally, this company is called Puffer Hug. It's where cozy and style hug it out. The small company had big dreams. They wanted to connect the world one hug at a time, so they created lightweight quilted scarves designed with deep pockets for essentials. They are unisex. They come in adult sizes, kid sizes, and even dog sizes. That's just the tip of the iceberg for our category. The full list of small businesses we are featuring this year is available right now on our station website. And when you come see me online, facebook.com/SaveMeSteve.
Cool ideas. All right, thanks so much, Steve. And if you're going to be traveling this holiday season, we've actually got some good news for you. Airlines say they are preparing for the surge in travelers over the next couple of months. Of course, you remember how weather and all the staffing shortages led to major problems last winter. Well, now airlines say they are adjusting their schedules to be ready for the holidays. American, Southwest, and United Airlines have all announced expansions to their flight schedules, and they say they are working to get back to pre-pandemic levels. Let's hope it goes smoother this year. All right, open enrollment is underway. It's the time that we choose our health plans for next year. Now, one way to save big on health care is by putting pre-tax money deducted right from your paycheck into an HSA or an FSA. But what do all those letters mean? And how can they help you save? Well, Fox's Dana Fell breaks it down.
Boy, it is valuable to your wallet to learn about these health savings options They both can really save you a lot of money. So let's dig in. Let's talk about the difference between an HSA and an FSA. Both allow you to make pre-tax contributions, which means you don't pay taxes on that money. It goes from your check pre-taxed to your account. Now you can spend this money on qualified medical expenses, meaning expenses that are pre-approved by your plan. And what can that mean? Braces for the kids, glasses, eye appointments, allergy meds, pain relievers. Take a look at this. These are the options on just one website. The list goes on and on and on. Everybody uses something on here. But knowing which type of health savings plan to pick can feel overwhelming. I know that firsthand because I'm right there with you. First, you have to determine what your company offers. If it's only one type, that makes your research easier. Let's see if we can help you navigate this just a little bit. Let's get our toes wet. Let's start with the HSA, Health Savings Account. A few bullet points here. This is associated with a high deductible plan, but that means lower monthly premiums, so don't discount it. The money you put into this account does not expire. The end of the year comes, if you haven't used it, you can roll it over. Even if you change jobs, change healthcare plans, even if you retire, it's still there. So you can ultimately use this as a long-term health savings goal, kind of like a 401k of sorts. Now let's look at the highlights of an FSA account, which is flexible spending account. Let's say you decide to set aside $2,000 a year to be taken out over that year. Well, it is available all of it on day one. But if you don't use all that you've contributed by the year's end, you will lose it. It has to be used. But you can use it with your plan that may have the lower deductible but higher monthly premiums. All of these options are worth exploring. You need to sort this out. What does your company offer? What makes best sense for you? So sit down, get yourself a cup of coffee, have some private time, and determine what you spent last year on healthcare, your premiums, running to the doctor, quick ER appointments, urgent care, what you spent on over-the-counter meds, all of this stuff. It's kind of like doing your taxes. It's not fun. Knock it out, get it out of the way, and save yourself some money in 2024.
Yeah, what I do is I just put all my receipts for the year in a folder for the flex spending account, and that way when you need to figure out how much you spent this year, you just kind of add them up. You're ready to go. Now, you could get some more help meeting your retirement goals a little bit faster starting next year. The IRS is raising contribution limits to $23,000 for 401ks and other employer-sponsored retirement savings plans. That's a $500 it's a bump from last year. They're booping it up. The agency also boosted contributions for individual retirement accounts or IRAs to $7,000, up from $6,500. However, catch-up contributions for people over 50 remain the same at $7,500. And President Biden is working to appeal to older voters by protecting retirement savings. Fox's Rebecca Castor explains the proposed regulations to crack down on junk fees and keep more money in your pocket.
President Biden is cracking down on junk fees, hurting Americans' retirement savings.
People should be able to trust that when they get advice from a so-called expert, they're getting real help, not getting ripped off.
The Labor Department's proposed rule protects workers from expensive advice when rolling over savings from a workplace 401k to an IRA. It ensures financial advisors are acting in the best interest of the saver over personal profits.
I just want you to know we're watching.
This is another key step in our work to promote competition under Bidenomics to put money back in the pockets of hardworking families.
But this may be scarce consolation for boomers who are still struggling to get their 401k balance back to pre-COVID levels. According to Fidelity, the average boomer's 401k balance was $220,900 in June, nearly $30,000 less than what they had saved at the end of 2021.
3 years ago, if you had been aiming for retirement savings of, let's say, $500,000. In today's climate with higher prices, you need more like $600,000. In 3 years, you need another $100,000 to have the same purchasing power. So inflation has very much eaten away at people's savings.
But critics of the proposal say regulating the retirement market could do more harm than good, and some firms could start limiting the advice they give to investors. Inflation and the economy as a whole are huge issues to voters in the 2024 campaign, and that's led the Biden White House to crack down on junk fees in other industries too, like banking, rental housing, and concert tickets. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
And we'll continue to keep you posted because there's a lot of work, as she mentioned, being done on junk fees. Now, with the cost of homeowners insurance rising, I'm sure you've been feeling that. Some homeowners are actually opting to drop it down to just the bare minimum to try and save money. It's happening particularly in Florida, where rates have really shot up, but we know that they're up all over. They're up here as well. But as you know, that can be a really risky move. So here's what one homeowner and one insurance agent have to say about the idea.
Keep the money, put it in the bank, don't use it. That's all. Right. Use it exactly for what it's there for. Disasters.
And no regrets?
No regrets.
A client, if they come to me and say, hey, I'm going to go completely bare, I'm saying just make sure you have enough money in your bank account to replace your house.
Wow. Agents say it's a much safer bet to find other ways to cut down the cost of your insurance. So here are some tips to save on homeowners insurance from the Department of Insurance. First, shop around for a policy with a lower price. Ask for discounts you may not have already, like for having a home security system or bundling with your auto insurance, or for maybe not filing any claims in the last few years. You can always increase your deductibles, and you can improve your credit score because insurance companies do consider your score when they're setting your rate. And maybe make your home a little more secure, like with impact-resistant roofing or something like that, that might help you qualify for some other discounts as well. Now, in a landmark ruling, a federal jury has ruled that some real estate agents and brokers conspired to boost their commissions. And it's a ruling that is expected to change the way that we buy and sell homes. And now the CEO of the National Association of Realtors is stepping down in response to this. Fox's Jerry Willis has a closer look at what this means for buyers and sellers.
In a case that could change the way Americans buy and sell their homes, a federal jury in Kansas City, Missouri, found that the National Association of Realtors and two large residential real estate companies engaged in a conspiracy to inflate commissions, awarding $1.8 billion in damages.
This is a day of accountability, and this money is going to be returned to the homeowners. And it's just it's a straightforward refund case. Every homeowner that overpaid for buyer's commission, they get their money back. And our hope is that the National Association of Realtors will quit engaging in this illegal behavior.
The lawsuit challenged the way commissions are paid. That's the 5 to 6% of the purchase price paid by the seller to their agent, who in turn shares a portion of it with the buyer's agent. Critics say it makes negotiation of the sales charge almost impossible. All of this coming at a time that new technology is making it easier for buyers to find homes without an agent. But some real estate pros say the alternative to commission sales agents would be bad for consumers. We reached out to the National Association of Realtors, and they say the issue is not close to being final, and they will appeal the verdict.
About 90%, I would say, of those for sale by owners end up with an agent because they realize that it really is a full-time job, and you need to seek a professional. It's like going to court and not having an attorney, right? You want a professional to represent you, and it's the biggest investment, the biggest asset that many people have in their lifetime.
The commission has come under scrutiny as housing prices have risen. A 5% commission on a median-priced home today is $21,550, nearly double the levels of a decade ago. Advocates of dismantling the current commission structure say it will lower housing prices, but forcing buyers to pay sales commissions could do just the opposite. In New York, Jerry Willis, Fox Business.
All right, Jerry, thank you. And ever notice after you look at, say, a pair of shoes or something online, you start getting bombarded with ads for those shoes? That's because companies track and sell our online activity. It's called our consumer data. Well, now Consumer Reports is offering a free app called Permission Slip to help you take your privacy back. Countless companies keep files on you.
Every purchase we make when we go to a company when we go to a store to buy in person, all of that is tracked.
And data brokers sell that consumer data to other companies. But hackers can also use your data to steal your identity, and companies can use it to manipulate which ads and opportunities you see online.
Companies have the power to dictate the information we access, what we read, what we see, what deals we get advertised, what deals we don't get advertised, what jobs we get advertised, what housing, we get advertising.
Consumer Reports launched a free app called Permission Slip to help you stop some of your data from being collected and sold. You swipe through different companies and click to see what types of data they're collecting on you. You can click on Do Not Sell My Data or ask it to delete your data by deleting your account. The app then sends those companies a written request for you and can even set up automatic requests to data brokers. And if you have a Facebook or Google account, you can download a list of companies that have updated your data to those sites, which is influencing the ads you're shown.
Facebook and Google are advertising platforms. They do not sell your data. Lots of companies are pouring their data into Facebook and Google, and then Facebook and Google are able to use that to both kind of target, to help companies target.
Interesting, isn't it? So the app is using new privacy laws in 12 states to get companies to stop tracking you. Now, Texas just passed a privacy law that takes effect next year, but Consumer Reports says that most companies actually comply with these requests, even in states without these laws. Permission Slip is a free app for both iOS and Android devices. There are also some other apps out there that can help you do this. Some of them do charge fees, but I put links to all of them on Sullivan Smart Sense on fox26houston.com so you can check them out. Okay, finally tonight, we are inching closer to Thanksgiving, so whether you are entertaining this year, maybe you're doing the big feast at your home, or maybe you're going to someone else's and you just want to bring a nice gift. Fox's Rosanna Scotto talked with Etsy's Dana Johnson about some creative ideas to be the hostess or guest with the mostest that won't break the bank.
The holiday season in full swing, and if you're having guests over, we have some inviting ways to welcome your family and friends. And if you're heading out, we've got some great gift ideas for your party host. Joining us right now, our friend, Etsy trend expert Dana Johnson. I always love when you're here because you always come with like the most incredible things, great ideas, and not going to break the bank.
Not at all. Not at all. And just like you said, whether you are the host or you're going to visit the hostess with the mostest, we've got the greatest ideas for you.
Okay, Dana.
So let's start with if you are hosting Thanksgiving yourself.
Yes.
The one, like the biggest trend that I think is here right now is all about elevated entertaining, because our pockets are a little tighter, right? We're being more conscious about how we're spending money. So gone are the days of buying the very specific turkey platter and turkey plate set. You want to buy beautiful ceramics that you can use on Thanksgiving, on Hanukkah, on Christmas, and beyond, so that you're really investing your money in quality pieces here. So think about items that can have like beautiful gold detailing on it that still feel very holiday-esque, but can really be used beyond.
Give me an idea on pricing on this, Dana.
Okay, so these plates, they start at $35, and it's really depending if you're getting platters of 4, 6, 8, and it really kind of depends. But again, I think the good thing to think about here is that you're getting handmade items that you don't have to worry about just using on one day.
Okay.
The other thing that I want people to really think about is how can you add that personalized DIY element? You know I always love a DIY personalized. You know it. So go to your local farmer's market, your grocery store, get these little mini pumpkins, get a gift tag. You know you need gift tags anyway with the holidays coming up, right? Write your name on the gift tag, and this makes for a wonderful, cute little place setting here.
Genius.
Love that,
yes.
Okay? The other last trend I want to call out real quick, Grandpa Chic. Have you heard about Grandpa Chic?
No.
Your face.
Okay.
Grandpa Chic is all about embracing those traditional styles in your home. So we're saying goodbye to those light color Scandinavian colors and bringing in darker oats and walnuts and cherry woods. These are candlestick holders. So you can create a bit of a mantelscape in the middle of your table for your centerpiece. Add candles with a little housescaping here.
Very cute.
Grandpa
nice idea.
Chic.
Grandpa Chic. What about Grandma Chic?
Well, we had Coastal Grandmother in the summer.
We did.
So now it's Grandpa's turn.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's talk about if you're going to your friend's house. Hostess gifts. There are a range of gifts. You really have to think about your hostess in mind and think about what they love and how you can bring a smile to their face. The first thing that's also a big trend right now are these elevated games. These games that don't have to be shoved into a closet, like this beautiful domino set here. This is actually a part of our John Legend Creator Collection. Oh. So this is one of his favorite picks here, made out of marble. Look how beautiful that is.
Very pretty. Nice way too. So what is something like this go for?
This is $75.
Okay.
And again, you can just find this when you search the John Legend Creator collab, and there are many beautiful options. He also favorited this beautiful chess set as well. So this is a great hostess gift. Now, for the person who loves that kitschy kind of fun thing, these are coasters. Look at these little chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, that's fun.
This cheeseburger. So as the cheeseburger kind of comes out of its setting,
everything is a little coaster.
Everything is a coaster.
I love that. That's fun.
Yeah, and you can set this on your table and still be very kitschy and fun.
Yeah. How much does something like this go
This
for?
is $60.
Okay.
Yeah, and the cookies are under 40. Okay, so for the person who loves their cocktails and their wine, like myself, you know, you too.
Maybe.
We like it.
Oh, well, just every now and then.
Just every now and then.
Like now.
Right? Exactly. So I love these leather wine chillers here.
Pretty.
This is $150. So really thinking about how can you bring something that's beautiful, that's elevated, sophisticated, and has your host in mind. Also, look at this. This is a wine bottle stopper.
We need these.
So cute.
You cannot have enough of these, and I'll tell you. You open up a bottle. We open up a bottle for somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's not finished, right?
No.
So you save it.
Now you're adding personality to your bottle.
Cute. How much is something like this?
This is $150.
Okay.
Now, another thing, for those people who are actually more of a cocktail lover, love these cocktail muddlers that is personalized. I think I got you one of these before.
You did. Thank you,
Yes.
Dana. I love a muddler. You know that.
I know that. And this is from a Brooklyn-based company, A Heirloom. They're wonderful. They do so many personalization options, but for the cocktail lover.
So this is what I do with my
What do you do?
limes
Yes.
and the tequila.
Yes.
It works great. How much is a muddler like this?
This is $40.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's for the cocktail lover. And then down here, two options, very classic, especially for host, right? Most hosts, because they entertain, they also love to cook. But I love this personalized recipe box here.
Cute.
Because you're able to preserve those family recipes. They will always think of you when they put new recipes
That's
in.
nice.
My last tip is this. We always love flowers, right? You come to someone's house, you're like, here's a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Don't forget the vase. I love this vase from Zen. They're also based in New York. This is leather with the stitching down the front. It really stands out, adds a pop of color, and then check out this mushroom bud vase here.
Oh, that's cute.
Mushrooms are such a hot trend right now.
Oh, they are?
And yes,
Well,
oh my
people
gosh.
are eating them, not.
Mushrooms in all forms.
I know, exactly, Dana.
But the wonderful thing is that some of these items and even more, November really starts the sales and savings month. When you think of Thanksgiving, you think of savings, right? Think of that shopping time. So sales are starting on Etsy from now through the rest of the
Beautiful.
month. People can get their savings.
Is there a website, something where we can
Just
go?
come to Etsy.com and you can see all the savings.
Dana, always great to talk to you. Happy
So good.
holidays. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
same to you.
All right. Good Day's coming right back.
All right, and thank you so much for joining us. That's our show for this week. You'll find more ways to save always on Sullivan's Smart Sense on Fox26Houston.com. If you have any topics you want me to get into for you, or just keep those notes coming, just send them to me at Heather Sullivan Fox26 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Dollars and Cents.